What happens when a nation feels its back is against the wall? When it believes extinction is just one step away? What does it do when there's no way out? Israel has an answer. It's called the Samson Option. And if it's ever used, it won't be a battle. It won't even be a war. It will be the end of a region, maybe the world. This is the terrifying truth the media avoids, the nuclear doctrine that makes even superpowers nervous. And the reason why, if Israel ever decides to strike first, there might be no tomorrow, so sit tight. Because what you're about to hear is not fiction. It's policy, it's real, and it's the closest we've come to the biblical apocalypse in the modern age. Part 1. The birth of a nuclear nation. Israel has never confirmed it has nuclear weapons, but let's not pretend anymore. Everyone knows. Top military experts, leaked documents, former US officials, even declassified satellite imagery all point to the same truth. Israel is a nuclear power. Estimates suggest they possess 80 to 100 warheads, possibly more. Delivery systems? They've got it covered. F-15 and F-35 jets, modified for nuclear payloads. Jericho ballistic missiles, capable of striking anywhere in the Middle East, Dolphin-class submarines, armed with cruise missiles, ready for second strike retaliation. In short, Israel's nuclear triad is real, and it's built for one purpose: never again. Part 2. What is the Samson Option? The name says it all. In the Bible, Samson was a warrior, captured by enemies, blinded, mocked, and in his final act, he pulled down the pillars of a temple, killing himself and everyone inside. It was mutual destruction, a final blow. If I die, you die with me strategy. The Samson Option is Israel's version of that. If the nation faces annihilation, if its survival is in question, it will unleash nuclear devastation on its enemies, even if that means its own destruction too. This doctrine isn't meant to scare terrorists. It's aimed at nations: Iran, Syria, Lebanon, even Egypt or Turkey in an extreme case. It's not a bluff, it's the ultimate insurance policy. Part 3. Why was it created? Think about Israel's history. The Holocaust. 6 million Jews murdered. Europe watched. The world did nothing. When Israel was founded in 1948, it was surrounded by enemies. Arab armies invaded immediately. And from day one, Israel believed, if we don't protect ourselves, no one will. In 1967, facing what they believed was an existential threat, Israel launched a preemptive strike in the Six-Day War. In 1973, during the Yom Kippur War, Israel came dangerously close to defeat. Its nuclear arsenal was reportedly placed on high alert. Some say it was ready to use. These moments shaped Israeli doctrine forever. We cannot lose, not even once. And so the Samson Option was quietly born. Part 4. How would it work? The scariest part? You wouldn't see it coming. The Samson Option isn't about giant launch ceremonies or parades. It's fast, silent, instant. Let's say Tel Aviv is hit by a massive missile barrage from Iran and Hezbollah. Let's say Israeli intelligence detects incoming nuclear warheads, or imagine Jerusalem overrun by invading armies. That's the red line. In a matter of minutes, orders are given. Fighter jets scramble, submarines surface, missiles rise from underground silos. Targets? Tehran, Damascus, Beirut, Cairo. Possibly even Riyadh, Ankara, or Islamabad if they're involved. The goal isn't victory, it's revenge, destruction. To make sure Israel's enemies never rise again, even if Israel itself doesn't survive. It's not about power, it's about existential fury. Part 5. Is it first strike or second strike? Here's where it gets controversial. Officially, Israel claims the Samson Option is second strike, a response, a last resort. But insiders, analysts, and former Israeli officials suggest otherwise. Some believe Israel would strike first if it believes a nuclear attack is imminent. They wouldn't wait to be hit. They'd prevent being hit. This is called anticipatory retaliation, and it's incredibly dangerous because it blurs the line between defense and preemptive destruction. And once that line is crossed, there's no going back. Part 6. What if it's used against Iran? Iran is the primary reason the Samson option exists today. Iran has openly called for the end of the Zionist state. Its proxies surround Israel. Its nuclear program marches forward. So let's say war breaks out. Hezbollah launches 50,000 rockets. Iran fires ballistic missiles. Israeli cities burn. The Iron Dome is overwhelmed. The David's sling fails. The US doesn't respond in time, and then the nuclear order is given. One bomb on Tehran, a second on Isfahan, a third on Mashhad or Qom, millions dead. The Iranian regime obliterated, but also global condemnation, massive radiation fallout, oil shock, economic collapse, possibly even retaliatory strikes from other nuclear powers. Because the world will ask, did Israel just end civilization to save itself? Part 7. What does the US think? America is Israel's closest ally. It funds its military, shares intelligence, helps develop missile defense systems. But the Samson option makes even the US nervous. Because Israel doesn't need permission to launch. It doesn't follow NATO rules. It doesn't have to warn Washington. If the red line is crossed, Israel acts alone. That's what makes it so terrifying. It's unpredictable, uncontrollable, and potentially global in its consequences. Part 8. What about Islam's holy cities? Here's a darker twist. If Israel is destroyed, it may not spare Mecca or Medina as symbolic strikes. Would it really do it? No one knows. But strategic leaks have hinted that Israel has mapped religious cultural targets in the Islamic world, not to destroy religion, but to scar civilization as a warning, to show we may be gone, but we made sure the world remembers us forever. This is vengeance turned into strategy. Part 9. The day after, global consequences. Now imagine the day after. Nuclear clouds over the Middle East. Radioactive fallout spreads over Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, and even parts of India and Pakistan. The global oil supply collapses, stock markets plunge, refugee crises explode, mass protests erupt worldwide. Russia and China may retaliate economically or militarily. Islamic terror groups declare a new jihad. The US is forced to pick sides, hard. And worst of all, the world sees a precedent. A small country, feeling cornered, actually used nuclear weapons. This shatters the global nuclear taboo. Now every country with a bomb starts thinking, if they can do it, maybe we should too. Part 10. Is the Samson option real or just a bluff? Some say it's all psychological warfare, that Israel would never use it, that it's just a bluff. But then ask yourself, would a nation built by survivors of genocide leave its fate in someone else's hands? Number Israel has made it clear. Never again means exactly that. And the Samson option is how they ensure it. So whether it's real or a myth, it works. Because the fear alone might be enough to stop an attack. Conclusion: the most dangerous option in the world. In the end, the Samson option isn't about strength. It's about desperation. It's the final, fiery scream of a nation that believes it has no other choice. And that's what makes it so terrifying. Because the real danger isn't that Israel will use a nuclear bomb. It's that one day, it might have to. And when that day comes, the world won't be watching a war. It'll be witnessing the end of an era, the end of diplomacy, the rise of mutually assured revenge. The Samson option is real. And if it's ever triggered, we may all go down with it.